The day he mocked her swollen belly was the day her silence began to roar. Maya's incredible story of revenge is unlike anything you have ever seen. Watch until the end to witness her unique plan unfold. Maya, the manager said, his voice tight with concern. Byron Steele is here. He seems upset. Could you serve him? Maya gasped. Why me? It's like sending a lamb to the slaughter. The manager's anger was evident. Because he's not just any customer, he explained. He's the CEO of the hotel chain. A bad impression means jobs are on the line. He was right. Maya couldn't afford to lose her job, not with her baby on the way. Maya took a deep breath as she tied her apron, rubbing her belly gently. The restaurant hummed in the background. Mr. Steele was waiting for the waitress to take order. She forced a smile and approached him. Good afternoon, sir. May I take your order? Looks like that baby's eating your balance sheet. Try not to drop a tray, sweetheart. Mr. Steele mocked. Guests chuckled awkwardly. Maya just nodded, holding back tears. She didn't answer. Her necklace, a pearl set with a dull gold chain, rested against her chest, almost like it was listening. She had served the moody CEO before. Being the restaurant's top employee meant she always did. That afternoon, alone in a diner booth, she scribbled on used napkins, working a double shift to pay the rent. Midnight was her only solace when sorrow found its voice in verse. They told me I should smile. I did, just not with my eyes. She wrote. The next morning, Maya's coworker Ria greeted her with a warm smile. Here's your napkin, Ria said, holding it out. Forgot it yesterday? Maya smiled. I did, but I rewrote it last night. Ria, Maya's only fan, had read her poems many times. Maya, this one, it's like it was written by someone who's been through war. Maya replied. Pregnancy feels like that. But this is peace. Maya posts her poems online, but rarely checks for feedback. She writes purely for her own satisfaction. Ria was her only known reader and fan. Then, a regular customer at the restaurant stopped her. Hello, Maya. I'm Mrs. Kapoor, she said. I read your poems online. You don't just serve tables, you serve strength. Thank you. Please post more. I love them. That day, Maya discovered her poems had a wider audience than she knew. Many restaurant customers were readers. Checking her phone, she saw likes and positive comments with clapping emojis for the first time. Her channel, the Waitress with a pearl heart, lacked her name, but restaurant regulars recognized her from the profile picture. Weeks turned into months. CEO Byron Steele returned. As before, the manager instructed Maya to serve him. This time, she approached his table, not with fear, but with newfound confidence. Smiling, she asked, "May I take your order, Mr. Steele?" He was engrossed in a text message, one of her social media posts, she noticed. A sarcastic smile touched his lips. "A poem? Is that what passes for rebellion these days?" he sneered. She remained silent, poised with her notepad. His lips curled. "That baby really tying you down?" Tears welled in Maya's eyes. Her hand instinctively went to her necklace. That night, she wrote, "I stayed silent, but my story won't be." Despite her fear, she clung to hope. Poems and praise wouldn't pay the rent, but this job would. She lived in dread of receiving her termination notice. This time, when the CEO mocked her, the world didn't join in. It stood by her. Customers praised her to his face, suggesting her firing might cost them business. Would that deter Mr. Steele? Probably not. It was just one of 200 restaurants. But Maya couldn't write poems on an empty stomach. Maya received an unexpected invitation from Zayn Malik, a popular spoken word artist and podcaster. He wanted her to speak at the Voices of Grace Summit. Thrilled, she confided only in Rhea, taking the day off. "Congratulations, Maya," Rhea exclaimed. "This is huge, bigger than the restaurant. This is your chapter 2. Maya smiled. That day, she prepared meticulously, clasping her heirloom necklace before the mirror. The hall was packed. Maya was nervous. She had never spoken before such a large audience. She spotted Mrs. Kapoor and some familiar faces from the restaurant, along with the head of HR. Was he assessing her presentation for the CEO? Zayn Malik introduced her. "This is Maya, a poet who is a waitress and a would-be single mother. As her husband has left her to deal with everything alone. But remember, she is strong, and her poems are mesmerizing. Her words were plates she broke with her pain. Yet every shard healed someone else." Crowd welcomed her with claps. Maya didn't know how to deliver a speech. She had not prepared one. All she read some of her poems she had already posted. Crowd cheered. One of the poems was about her necklace. When she finished, one of the audience asked her about the necklace. She said, "This necklace belonged to my grandmother, a woman who never raised her voice, but raised a generation. Today, I speak not just for me. I speak for the quiet mothers, the women carrying more than babies, the ones who smile while the world watches them bleed." Unknowingly, her words formed a poem, unscripted yet heartfelt. Audience applauded. Zayn watched proudly. Mrs. Kapoor smiled through tears. Maya's poem went viral. Months later, baby Mia arrived, making Maya a proud mom. She no longer worked at the restaurant. Her channel earned enough to support them. Maya entered the soft-lit podcast studio, cradling baby Mia, recording her first episode of the podcast, Pearl Heart Stories. The last line of her podcast was, "Today's story is mine, but next week it could be yours." Her words birthed not just a daughter, but a movement.